Hi, Scorpio. This is going to be your reading for August 17th through the 23rd. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Scorpio. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it will not resonate with everyone that watches. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign that I put out this week. If this doesn't resonate, you could find messages there instead. Or if general messages confuse you or just aren't hitting it for you, that happens all the time. General readings on YouTube actually never resonate for me. So I have to book private readings with my psychic. If you would like to book a private personal reading with me about health, wealth, love, or destiny, or you need a little bit of coaching and emotion focused support, you can visit my website. The link to the website to schedule a private reading with me is in the description below. If you are new to Soma Chandra Tarot, welcome. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Scorpio, you're my favorite water sign. And I did not get to your reading last week. I'm so terribly sorry, my loves. I moved. I'm in a new home now. And I never feel like there's a wrong time for a tarot reading. Maybe last week your energy just needed to break. So I'm excited to read for you again. I am going to do a Celtic cross. You can apply it to any part of your life. We will focus mostly on you because I would like to share my gift with you and use it to help you know more about yourself and improve your life. But I will take a very long, extended look at your environment, about a person around you. I know many people are coming to these messages for romantic love, but it could also be about a family member or a friend or even work or your spiritual journey. All right, let's get into it. I have this wonderful new deck. I cannot remember the name of it. I threw the box away last week because I don't save my boxes. If anyone has questions about what deck this is, put it in the comments and I'll let you know. The first card that came out is Surrender to Complete Healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Some of you are healing from something, emotional or physical. They want you to surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. My mother used to say that when I was a kid, you guys. No is a complete sentence. For some of you, you are really trying to heal from something. If it's a physical ailment, you need to set boundaries, especially with yourself. You're not a machine or a computer, you're a person. Say no if you're not ready to move into a new phase in a relationship, or you need more recovery time from a physical ailment or an emotional ailment. It's important to set boundaries with yourself and with other people as well, okay? Your guides really wanted you to know that. What came out of my Lightworkers Oracle deck? Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Their arms are all folded in protection. This week, you need to protect yourself. Call back your own power. It's time to retrieve your soul from some situations and cut cords with some ideas, people, treatments of some kind that are no longer serving you. When you do that, you will feel a little bit less vulnerable. That goes with the boundary card as well. Okay? Have good boundaries. Say no when you feel you need to. Call back your power, because I think you guys are starting to feel like you're losing a part of yourself. Akasha came out for you. Your guidance is divinely guided. Your guides just showed up to tell you, if you're feeling like you have to say no in situations, if you're feeling like you have to protect yourself, if you're feeling bad, guilty, if you're questioning whether or not you're on the right path in a situation, Akasha usually comes out when we feel confused. And also, Akasha and Akashic records are about repeated patterns that we learned in early childhood or perhaps from our family growing up and their family. Your loved ones that have passed on and your guides are here to tell you, listen to your intuition, have your boundaries, surrender to healing, and just know that you don't need to be pressured at right now at all. You are being divinely guided. And niggle came out. Trust the niggle. I love that word, niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? A niggle is your intuition, your gut feeling. She's holding her tummy. Some of you are having stomach issues right now. It's a health thing. I always hear health messages with Scorpio and with Cancer. I don't know why, I just do. So hopefully that helps some of you. I just heard IBS. Some of you have something undiagnosed or you don't trust a doctor's diagnosis. Listen to your intuition, get a second opinion. But if this is about something else in your life, your guides want you to listen to that niggling feeling. Your intuition is trying to tell you something, maybe to protect yourself. Don't be afraid, you are being divinely guided. I asked for advice moving into the reading. Don't skip this part. If you want to live your best life and you want your guides' help and opinion, here's your advice from the Psychic Tarot. Here you are, Scorpio. The devil right here. Oh, no, that's Capricorn. I'm sorry. Some of you are on a path towards something that's not healthy for you in some way. You might experience some bad luck or some low vibration moving out of August into September. I'm sorry about that. If it is a health message, you need to set better boundaries with yourself and surrender to healing. Because it looks like you guys might be having a hard time tolerating the stress of something. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Devil are both Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with Capricorn energy. Um, the wheel for me, when it comes in reverse, is we feel as though fate has done us wrong or we've experienced bad luck, bad timing. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is often, I call the Wheel of Fortune now the COVID Wheel of Fortune. So much of our destinies have come to a grinding halt or dramatically changed because of what's going on in the world. This wheel in reverse tells me that this week you might be divinely guided on a detour that you didn't expect and that you don't feel comfortable with. Just try to tolerate the ups and downs. You might be in the process of trying to break some cycles that may not be good for you. If you focus on the right things for the right reasons and just go with the flow and really try to tolerate expansion, which is difficult. The energy of Jupiter, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright for me, is the planet of expansion and abundance. It is difficult to tolerate that energy unless you're a Sagittarius. I feel like there's some restrictive Saturn energy right now. Saturn is in retrograde, and I know that it's a Saturn activation here because of the devil. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. If you're feeling restricted, just trust in the timing. You are being divinely guided. Even if you feel like you've experienced bad luck or fate has not played out the way you wanted to, try to tolerate it. You win some, you lose some. Make sure you're going in the right direction. Otherwise, you might be running right into temptation and lower energy and lower vibration or desire that's uncontrollable, that you're unaware of, either within yourself or someone else. But I felt the need to start with what was on the bottom of the deck. The advice your guides gave you, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You have some decisions to make. Movement, choices, and decisions is the Two of Pentacles. You have multiple priorities. Time management is a thing. Be flexible, be adaptable, make sure you're prioritizing. You might be juggling a lot. This might make you feel trapped in your head. Instead of juggling, maybe it's time to just let all the balls fall, and it will give you a chance to realize you might have been overcommitted in some areas. You need to reprioritize. I feel as though you might drop these balls. Typically, the Two of Pentacles is a person drowning out emotion, juggling a lot. Maybe two people, maybe two jobs, maybe just it's time to start. Once you make the decision and make the choice, then you'll be able to move. Don't stand window shopping too long, because I think something is stressing you out. It's all in your head. The advice of the Eight of Swords is focus on positive thoughts and see if they can counterbalance the negative thoughts. You are experiencing a victim mentality because you've sort of gotten yourself stuck in your head. The Eight of Swords, what I like to say about the Eight of Swords is you thought your way into it. You can think your way out. You're strong, intelligent, intuitive water signs. You're not trapped in this situation. Don't trap yourself in your own mind. And if you're trapped in fear, talk to someone about it. They might be able to help you make a decision. This might have to do with some sort of financial situation or independence in some way. The Nine of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency and doing well financially and even abundant luxury. It's the material harvest. You might not be doing well as financially as you want. Also, pentacles can even be, we consider a lot of things pentacles. Some of us consider time and emotion and sleep a pentacle. I think some of you this week might be struggling with your own self-worth. I think some of you might be over-investing because you're trying to make ends meet. You might only feel like you have two pentacles to rub together. You might be dealing with a person who's a bit of a princess and wants reward with no work. Don't hustle anybody. Don't let anybody hustle you. Know your own self-worth. and move towards abundance and self-sufficiency. If you're trapped in your head, just try to tolerate the ups and downs. You might just be hitting a bit of a rough patch this third week in August because you're trying to make some changes. I can see that they're stressing you out. So stay focused on the right things for the right reasons. Go with the flow. Try to get out of a mode of victim mentality. It might put you in sort of analysis paralysis. And know your own self-worth. You might just be struggling a little bit financially and stressed out. It might be time to really move and make a choice instead of trying to keep all your balls in the air. Yeah. Hopefully that all resonated with you. Hopefully I interpreted it for you in a way that was constructive. So what came out of the deck when I knew I was ready to add reversals was the Two of Wands. This is the thing this week. I love the Two of Wands. It's a card of investment. This is where we have decisions to make, but before we move forward, we have to discover a little bit more. I think you guys are planning for the future. You might have more than one path in front of you. Stay focused on the beginning. And this is a 2-2, show me decisions, weighing it practically and looking for the path that has the most growth potential. But for now, I think you're going to be standing still and watching from afar, trying to discover more. Yeah, let's see if that comes out. Spirit, show me Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Scorpio. For the third week in August 2020, what is their overall energy? Scorpio only, please. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'll go through all this once I get all the cards out. What is the catalyst or the challenge? The King of Cups. There you are, Scorpio. You could be dealing with another water sign. What's driving Scorpio? The Three of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you guys want to work alone. I think something's not working for you. You might have a lot of love for a person in a situation, but I think you're having a hard time putting work into something that you feel is productive at this point. I think you're feeling some unproductivity, possibly with a group dynamic. Okay, what else is driving Scorpio? There's the Two of Pentacles in reverse. What'd I just say? Remember what I told you guys about your advice? I think eventually you're going to drop all the balls. I think it's time to reprioritize. Try being more flexible and adaptable. We'll talk about it in a minute. What happened in the recent past or what's happening deep within that's most impacting them this week? For Scorpio, deep past, deep within. Thank you, Spirit. The Magician in reverse. You could have been dealing with a Virgo. What else with the Magician in reverse? The King of Pentacles. Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Someone disappointed you. You've got two kings on the table here. Could have been dealing with a water sign and an earth sign. The King of Pentacles and the King of Cups are often a married man or a man in love. A committed person. That could be you though, even a woman. I show up as the King of Pentacles in my readings a lot. You're all kings to me, baby. Okay, what is their advice from Spirit? What is their highest version of themselves telling them all the time? Angel de la Nute. That's the dark night of the soul. In reverse, you're recovering from something very difficult. What else? What other advice are they giving themselves? The Moon. Uncertainty moving forward. Pisces. What action is Scorpio taking? Thank you, Spirit. The Sun. Excellent. What else? That's clarity and the Six of Wands. Victory is coming, Scorpio. Brighter days, clarity, and victory is coming. Holding your head high with pride, too. Okay, how does Scorpio see themselves? Five of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Do you guys know I often see you as the Five of Swords, even though it's an air energy, because Scorpio are my fighters. You don't want to fight, though, right now. They only want one card there. Show me the environment. Show me the person that Scorpio is thinking of right now. Thank you. This person's the King of Swords in reverse. Well, we got three kings on the table. We get one more on the table, and we have an Emperor. Okay, how does this person feel about Scorpio? Thank you. The Three of Wands in reverse. What action does this person want to take towards Scorpio? What action does this person want to take? Thank you, Spirit. Three of Swords. They're hurt. How does Scorpio feel? Show me Scorpio's feelings. Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Two of Swords. What's the final outcome for the week of the 17th through the 23rd, Spirit? Thank you. The Tower. Something's going down. And that's you. I see you as the Tower. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is great. New cycles coming in from the heart. A lot of healing, a lot of heightened intuition. Four of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're going to let something go and let something new come in. Yep, there's that Two of Wands. Listen to your intuition, though. The High Priestess in reverse is someone who's not listening to their intuition, who's keeping a huge secret, or is withdrawing into silence, or needs a lot of time alone. Sometimes the High Priestess in reverse is also a card of promiscuity, but not necessarily. Okay, give me just a second, you guys, and let me listen and see if any other messages come through about these cards. Okay, sorry, I just had to pause for a second. Wanted to listen a little bit more and look at the whole reading for a moment, which I like to do. So at the center of it all, I've got this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I also noticed the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So for a lot of you, this could be about work, career, money, or finances. But again, it doesn't have to be that. Sometimes we see our emotions as pentacles. Some of you have a lot of earth in your chart. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is so much about self-development. But it can also be where we're not working or we're becoming very uninspired by work. Sometimes we expect perfection out of ourselves or others when the Eight of Pentacles comes in reverse. You might not be working right now. You might be very uninspired by what you're doing. You're tired of repetitive tasks. You're tired of putting work into something. Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles comes in reverse when it's a misdirected activity. We've got nothing better to work on, so we don't want to work. So we work on something we really shouldn't. Make sure you're not putting your energy towards something that will help you develop and grow and bring mastery. Okay, don't expect perfection out of yourself. But the catalyst, I don't know if this is, it could be a challenge. The King of Cups could be a challenge. You could have a lot of love for a person in a situation, or someone has a lot of love for you. And the King of Cups is a Scorpio energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This might be a person coming in to help, or maybe you're working on something because you feel the need to be very loving and diplomatic and compassionate and balanced, but I think it might be starting to frustrate you. Or this King of Cups, you might be tired of working and someone's coming in to help with that. That's what I'm hearing a lot. The challenge, I guess, is being in a situation where you don't feel like you're getting a lot out of it. And yes, you want to develop and grow, but you might feel like you're working on something for the wrong reason, or you simply cannot work or put work into it right now. But the challenge will be, you might be someone's boss in this situation. The challenge for you will be being compassionate, being diplomatic, being balanced, not being moody or sensitive or manipulative, being able to be that way with other people. Yeah, I think that this is you. What's driving you is the Three of Pentacles in reverse to the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this looks like quite a divestment, Scorpio. The Three of Pentacles is about working as a team and learning and implementing what we learn. This could be school or a job. The Three of Pentacles is where we're recognized and rewarded very early on for something. You might feel some disharmony or a misalignment within a group dynamic of some kind, third-party situation, a third-party sort of interference. Someone might be apathetic or lacking in commitment, and you're like, I'm not doing this. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling like I need to reprioritize at this point. You might be struggling to be flexible or adaptable or diplomatic in this situation. If you feel like you can't work with another person or in a situation, that will be the challenge, being compassionate and diplomatic. In the past, we have the Magician in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. The King of Pentacles is often a husband, a married man, a wealthy business owner, someone that's very disciplined and abundance and represents a lot of security. That could be you. It could be someone you're connecting to, maybe your husband, maybe your boss. You could be the King of Pentacles too. Very grounded, but somebody was cynical, either you or this other person. The Magician feels like his talents, when he comes in reverse, he feels as though his talents are going to waste. He can't be resourceful. He can't be the single catalyst for change in a situation. And he just feels like he can't come in and be the true healer that a Virgo can be. And this left you feeling really disappointed with the Five of Cups. You might have felt manipulated in a situation, Scorpio, that you had a lot of commitment towards. You might have been very disciplined and brought a lot of abundance and security and leadership to the situation. At least you thought you did. Somebody around you might have been a bit of a trickster and hurt you and taken advantage of you in some way, and that made you feel left out in the cold, or somebody was married, maybe. It could have been a situation like that. For a lot of you with romantic love, it's a third party situation, but I don't have the Three of Cups here. I might clarify this out further. What your guides are telling you, the Angel de la Nute is special to this deck. It's a card that the people that created the deck put into the deck. It's an extra card. It is about the dark night of the soul. You have been through a lot, apparently. It's getting better. You are coming out of it. That's why your guides say, just don't overthink it. The darkness is ending, and it's always darkest before the dawn. This dark angel that's cast a cloud over you emotionally or physically is leaving. There is a lot of uncertainty moving forward with the moon. This is the energy of Pisces or Cancer. The moon does not illuminate itself. Listen to that niggling feeling. That's what Trust the Niggle was about. The moon is about feeling a feeling of insecurity. Things are not as they seem. If you feel like you're being lied to or manipulated in some way, or there's uncertainty moving forward, face the fear head on. Do not blindly go into something. Yes, there's a lot of uncertainty for you emotionally moving forward, but the darkest and hardest part appears to be over. That's what the Angel de la Nute means in the reverse. You're coming out of that. You just might be having a hard time moving forward and building on the pentacles or in the 3D. The actions you're taking, though, you're going in a good direction. The Sun to the Six of Wands. These are both cards of Leo for me. Some of you have been dealing with a Leo. The sun is clarity. Everything is out in the cold, hard light of day when the sun shows up. It is warmth. It is vitality. It is good health. It is a breath of fresh air. If you've had any health problems, this is beautiful. They just showed me end of August, and I just heard October. Things will get better around that time as well. What's the shortest day of the year? I don't know why, but that will be significant for some of you. The shortest day of the year. That's in the winter time, though. That's very far away. But these are cards of Leo's season. You will gain clarity this week. You will feel as though you are able to hold your head high. The Six of Wands of the Sun, though, do show me, I don't want to say arrogance, that's the wrong word, pride. The Six of Wands sort of acts as if someone might kind of ignore you this week, or with the Six of Wands, or you might struggle with communication yourself. That's because your chest is a little puffed out. I see a lot of exposure. I see a lot of happiness. You might get the girl, you might get the guy, you might get the promotion. You might get, whatever's happened might be a divine detour and you're going towards something a lot better. You might be dealing with a person that's a little bit arrogant. This might also be about some sort of clarity and exposure in a situation as well. You're showing me the way you see yourself as the Five of Swords. You're all done with the fight. You're all done being triggered. You're all done being angry. You might have a hard time working through some changes because you feel like you might have to fight at all costs to get there. The Five of Swords is where we feel as though we have to win at all costs. This might be about a reconciliation or making an amends in a situation, but there will be some past resentment if that's the case. If this is a health thing or a situation where you just feel like you can't win at all costs or you have to give up the fight a little bit, that's okay. The advice I always give with the Five of Swords in reverse is if you win, don't gloat. If you lose, lick your wounds and go home. Tomorrow's another day, and every day is a good day for a fight. But I don't think this week is your week. The energy around you, I don't think I need to clarify this. This person is showing me the King of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Swords. So first of all, their action towards you is the Three of Swords. This could be illness. This could have to do with COVID because the Three of Swords is communicable disease. I do have a couple threes on the table. This might have been some kind of a triangulation that no one's willing to invest in anymore, but there's still a lot of commitment and a lot of love. It could even be a work triangulation of some kind. This person, I think, is mad or they're having a hard time coming up with a good strategy. The King of Swords in reverse can sometimes have a very quiet power and an inner truth. This person around you might feel the need to get the last word. They might have unusually high standards. They might even, worst case scenario, be manipulative and misuse their power, possibly, but not necessarily. The Three of Wands in reverse tells me this person is clinging to the past. They feel like their wings are clipped. It suggests a bit of impatience. They're not willing to watch and wait and have foresight. They have no foresight. They don't have much of a plan moving forward. They are not looking to expand. They're looking at the past and not the future. Their action towards you is the Three of Swords. I don't know that this person is necessarily out to hurt you, but I think they're hanging on to something that might be making them angry. It might be making them have a difficult time coming up with a good strategy or a solution. They might appear a little bit more than detached. Again, I don't know if this person wants to hurt you per se, but they are projecting their hurt onto you. Why? It's going to be different for each of you. But I think you're going to hold your head high. I think you see things for what they really are with the Six of Wands up above the crowd and with all this clarity. Someone could be very far away. Some of you might have, either you or someone you're close to is maybe taken a job or something that's very far away, because the sun can sometimes mean a sunny state or a warm climate. I think you just don't want to fight anymore. The way you're feeling, Seven of Swords to the Two of Swords. I think you're feeling a little insecure, to be perfectly honest. The Seven of Swords, everyone calls this the cheating card or the card of deception or betrayal. Sometimes it's where we are deceptive or we hide the truth, but it can often simply be a card of insecurity. You might be worried that someone's going to get away with something or act strategically with you. You may feel the need to tread lightly in a situation. Watch for being dishonest or betraying anyone or lying, but I would never call a sign out for that unless I'm speaking to you personally. The positive traits of the Seven of Swords and the advice of the Seven of Swords is, it's not show friends, it's show business. Be one step ahead of everybody else in the game. Be flexible, be adaptable, be sharp-witted and on your toes. If you feel the need to take your stuff and get out of a situation out of insecurity, you may have to do that. Make sure if you have to tell any lies or be dishonest, you do so for the right reasons. Sometimes we do this to protect ourselves, and sometimes we have good reason to. The Two of Swords tells me, honestly, I think what's happening here is that some of you need to get away from a situation because you need time to think about it. These swords tell me that you have a difficult decision to make. You're weighing your options. You might even be a bit avoidant because you're at a bit of an impasse. This could be a person around you too that you're worried is blocking you and hiding you and lying to you. If it is a health message, they are misdiagnosing you and the diagnosis is sneaking away. It suggests that more diagnostic testing is needed, by the way. You might not get the answer you want if it's a health issue. The Tower is the final outcome. I actually like the Tower in the upright. It's a card of investment. If any of you have been thinking about making some major changes, here's your sign. The Tower is hit the eject button. You may be having some sudden awakenings and some sudden realizations. You probably need to tear everything down and rebuild. The smoke will clear, you will heal, but the Tower is a card of investment because it means something happens that might feel out of our control, but it often is in our control. When the Tower comes, allow for the chaos, allow for the sudden shift and the awakening. It's only giving you an opportunity to rebuild yourself or a situation somewhere better on a better foundation. Okay, Scorpio, just remember, surrender to complete healing and surrender to setting limits. Definitely trust that niggling feeling and protect yourself. You are being divinely guided. It is very important to know your own self-worth. Don't trap yourself in your head. You do need to be flexible and adaptable. Change is coming. Breaking cycles is coming as well. The Tower might be coming in to help you break a cycle because you could be heading towards something that isn't good for you. Be careful of that devil. All right, Scorpio, that's your reading for the third week of August. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Scorpio. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys, and I'll see you next time.